And the first thing we're going to do is set up some center lines. That gives us a full screen of grid that I can see. And the first thing we're going to do is draw a circle, which is going to be 60 millimeters diameter, and another circle down here at 25, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to make that one diameter 24. I'm going to right click here and make this into a mirror line, so that when we now do this circle, it duplicates it over here. Now straight line, choose a straight line in the sketch panel. We've got two vertical lines here. Now we want another one, this time a tangent line. We want a tangent to this circle. So we click, we see two parallel lines here, and we click, and around about there is the right angle that I want. I'm going to press the T key for trim. Now I can trim away some parts of this. There's a bit there. There's a bit there. Now I want a radius on here. So we'll select create rounded corner and type 10 return. T for trim, don't want this piece here. Let's get rid of that. Now there's our crank shape. Press the P key for pull. Select. Now we do not want this plane in here, so we'll select over here and press the delete key. Got rid of that. I believe it's still here. Select it and delete. At last we've got a shot of it. With the pull tool we can now select 12. That looks a bit too thick. I'm going to make that 10. Right, that's better. Now I want some bosses on here. One for the main shaft and one on the other side for the crank pin. So with the select tool selected, select that face there, V key squares it up. Now we're going to create a boss on here. Now if we touch this curve here, it gives us our central point. So we click on here, make 18mm circle. P for pull tool, select type 2 for the thickness, boss there, 2mm thick. S for select, click that plane, V for vertical or square up, and again we're going to draw a circle on this. You see there's the center. 14. P for pull, 2, that's the basic crank. We'll put some nice rounded corners on here. Pull tool selected, double click and control double click, press 2 millimeters, return, select that there, control click, select that corner in there, 1, return, there's a crank with 2 bosses. I'm going to start renaming things over here. First of all, rename. Right click, rename. I'm going to call it crank 1. Now we've got a green crank. Let's make it look a bit more realistic. Select the crank, display, color, darkish grey, dark green, yes. That should be a matte colour. Metallic, finish. Now the next part of the process is to make the bearing parts. The shaft stub will come off here and the crank pin will come off here. So we'll go to design and select here, V, circle, $16mm. Okay. P for pull or M for move. Select that. I'm going to move this area away from the crank because we want to avoid this pin becoming part of the crank. We want it a separate item. So now that it's not connected to the crank, we can select the pull tool and make it into a bearing. Now how long are we going to make it? Oh, we'll make it we'll make it 16. So we're going to call that rename main shaft, and we're going to give that a nice shiny colour. So this time we're going to be light grey, metallic, finish, high gloss. So select the main shaft, move tool, drag the hub of the anchor to that face, select up to, and bring it up to that. Now we just repeat the process for the crank pin. Select that face, S for select that face, V, sketch circle, and we're going to make that 12 millimeters. M for move. D for design mode. Move it away. Pull. And I'm going to make that 13. Use the same process. To colour it. First of all, I'll change the name, rename crank pin. Display colour light grey, metallic high gloss. Crank pin. M for move. Shift the anchor point to that face. Up to tool to there. Starting to look like something. And to complete one crank, we need to duplicate this and stick it onto here. So we'll use this method of highlighting this bit. Hold the control key, we're on the move. Move that to here. Turn this around, 180. Now I don't know if this is fitting right here, so I'm going to drag the whole lot off. No, it's not. Right. So we'll position it by dragging the hub to this face. Select the up to tool. Select that face there. That's it. There it is. Now we've got a spurious surface there we don't need, which is this surface here. So I can select that and delete it with the delete key. So there we go. Now that we've got that basic crankshaft modelled, if we want to make a 2-cylinder job, what we can do is go to select and see if we can select all of this. Yes, so that's everything but this main shaft here. Okay, then move, control key held down, then click and drag. Rotate this 180. Now see, obviously this boss isn't concentric with that one. So to achieve that, drag the hub to that edge face there we see that it's in the middle of that boss up to select the surface of the shaft. Okay. Now we seem to have the surface here. I don't want that. So if we go to select that and delete that line. Oh, we've got a little surface there again. Get rid of that. Delete. There we are. That's better. So now we can select all of that. Move. Drag to there you are, dear friends. The basic crankshaft. You should have most of the tools now to be able to make one the size you need. So I've just spotted something here for some reason. That one isn't quite as shiny as some of the others. I wonder. I'll just select that. Go to display. See what finish really is. You see it's medium gloss. I'll select metallic first, then go to high gloss. That's better. That one also. Doesn't appear to be right, yes. That one. Oops. That was better. There you are, dear friends. I hope you've enjoyed that and I hope it could be useful to you. Bye for now. Bye.